Johnny Savis, and welcome to the Minger
I
Show.
really like all.
Hello and greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube of the world. So welcome back to another amazing Kyle Minger Show video. Today, guys, I haven't done one of these videos for a very long while. But before I continue, what I'm really saying to you guys for today, if you guys are new to the Kyle Minger Show, don't know exactly what I do. But for those who've been subscribed for the Kyle Minger Show for years, you guys know exactly what I do. But for those who are just looking up this video on YouTube and see me on one of the top search lists, well, I'll tell you new people what I do on the Comic Show on my channel. So basically, on what I do, I just do big reviews, such as when I go see movies at my local Cineplex, and then other big reviews I like doing reviews on Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime Video. I'm trying to, and eventually I am going to try to do some more reviews for anime, because I really enjoyed anime when I was a kid, and I still watch it till this day. So I'll try to do some more Crunchyroll reviews for you guys. And then other random videos I like doing up to trailer reactions to unboxing videos, the theater videos, the gaming videos, which I've done those a little while. But stay tuned for the near future, because there's going to be a lot more coming along the way. So today, guys, it has been no mystery to hear about the news for what I'm going to be talking about for you guys today. Yes, that's right, The Incredibles. We have heard it at the D23 Disney panel. We have heard that there are in the works for The Incredibles 3. So yeah, I'm pretty much excited for this, because I love the first movie since I was a kid. And when I heard that they were doing The Incredibles 2 a long time ago, back in 2018, before it came out, I was kind of skeptical of what they were going to do for a story. Because at the very end of the first one, we got introduced to the mole miner guy who showed up at the very end of the movie. It's like, and then I heard they were going to take place right after that for the second one. It's like, well, what's the point of that? Because it's like, oh, it's just going to take place right after the first movie. So it's like, oh, well, the first movie came out like back in the early 2000s, and this one, and the second one came out in 2018. There's a big time difference with the actors in there. So I would have thought they would have done a big time skip and just ignored that spot from the end of the movie and just continue on with something else. And it's like, hey, what's the little montage of them, what they did from the end of the first one. They took care of the Molinator guy, and then the supers were coming back from society, and they went from they encountered some villains here and there, and then the kids grew up, and then the kids are taking the responsibility of the Parr family, and decides to bring a more, I don't know, relatable image to the supers of society. But that's what I would have thought. But no, they just continue on with right after the end of the first movie. But either way, it was still a good movie, though. I mean, it was still quite enjoyable. It was more focused on Helen Parr. She was the most focused protagonist of the second movie, because then, Bob decides to stay home, take care of the kids, Jack, and yeah, so that was quite an interesting change for the second one. But then, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was good, it was enjoyable. Then we got to see more of a background with Jack with his powers. So Jack has so many powers. I mean, he can shoot laser beams out of his eyes, he can turn himself into this big steel, he can shapeshift himself into somebody else, he can teleport himself into different dimensions, and yeah, he has a lot of potential with his powers. Even Edna even said it. She even spoke to Bob about making costumes for supers, but she didn't like making costumes for supermodels, because supermodels are not really super, because she thinks that the people with powers are superior and are like gods. So basically, there's a theory that with the Incredibles, that people with powers are supposed to be treated like gods in a way, but they're still human. They can still be treated like the same way as humans can be, right? So there's a lot of crazy theories for the first one and the second Incredibles. I don't want to mention a lot about the theories, but I don't know if there's some of them are true or some of them are just people just making stuff up. It's like, oh, there's a theory about Jack and this guy, blah 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 blah. But either way, I don't know what they have planned for the third movie, but I would hope if they would just do what we wanted from the second one, maybe just have a big time skip. The kids all grown up. They have their own responsibilities. Maybe Violet maybe ends up loving that one kid from high school that she was trying to hang out with. Although he did get his memory wiped from the second one a little, and then doesn't remember her a lot more. But maybe she finds somebody else, or maybe she continues to rekindle her love with that guy. Don't know. Maybe she's married. Maybe she has kids of her own. Maybe Jack finds not Jack. I mean, maybe Dash finds somebody too. Maybe he gets married. Maybe he has a family. But there's a theory that a lot of people have been saying over the years that maybe one of the members of the Parr family turns into a villain. People are suggesting Dash turns into a villain in the future, and maybe Bob and Helen has the audacity to try to persuade Dash not to go that way, but stuff happens during the process, and he gets more and more angry or something like that. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities of what stories they can do for the third movie, and I mean, I can see that happening. I mean, the family members turning into a villain, that definitely happens in some Pixar movies and Disney movies, and we've seen it a bunch of times. Not really a bunch of times, but I can definitely see that happening. But there's a lot of ways they can what they can do for the story for the third one, and I just hope they just do a big time skip and have the kids grow up. We see Jack. And you see Jack become maybe like a teenager or slightly towards adulthood, and maybe he has able to control over his powers. Or what Edna suggested, they always tie down their powers to maybe a minimum of 1 or 2. So maybe Jack is able to figure out what powers he wants to mainly use, and that maybe those are maybe his powers he wants to mainly use when he's an adult. Like maybe he continues to use his laser sight or whatever. I don't know, but there's a lot of possibilities they can do. Whatever the story may be, I hope that they do it well, and I really think that it's gonna be enjoyable. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can mention about the news for The Incredibles 3, but like I said, it's coming out in 2028, 3 years from now. We haven't heard the exact release date, like what month, what day it's coming out. It just says 2028. That's all we know for now. But until I find more information about it, I'll let you guys know in a future update video of The Incredibles. So, by far, I gotta say, The Incredibles is like one of my favorite movies since I was a kid. And I just sure hope that they do go for the third one. I never really did a review for the second movie, though. I never actually did any reviews for this one or that. If you guys want me to, I can definitely do that for you guys. Because I really love watching old Pixar and Disney movies, and maybe if you guys want me to, I could just do something like that. Up to you guys. But yeah, either way, like I said, there's a lot of possibilities of what they could do, and I just don't know what they're in store. I mean, that's what I really want is having them to do a big time skip and have the kids all grown up. Maybe they can have, like I said, they have their own responsibilities. Maybe something happens, and then the Parr family has to either take down one of their own kids, or something else happens, or maybe a returning villain shows up again. Maybe Syndrome didn't really die. Maybe he just faked his death. That stuff kind of happens too. So who knows for sure. A lot of possibilities. So that concludes my video for you guys. There's really nothing else to mention about what I want to say, but I really hope they think of a good story, good plot, what they want to do, and yeah, so that's basically what it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video, probably next weekend. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the information I gotta give you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that notification button so you guys get notified when I do upload onto my channel, so you guys can stay updated with the latest news of the world from movies, video games, and anime alike. Not really about music though, but you know that's more of a side hustle. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.